Good morning and welcome to Gulfstream today. Brian Nato and Samantha Perry with you on what is just an absolutely beautiful day here in Hollandale Beach. The weather has turned. It's been perfect ever since basically Pegasus Day, which is what we like to hear. You can see a fast main track, the turf course at Topeka as well. Turf course is firm and big weekend coming at you. 12-pack tomorrow in Holy Bull Day. 5 stakes. The big one in race number 11, the Forward Gal, the grade 3 in race 12 is tremendous as well. But front and center on a Friday with a rainbow that's growing quickly at 125 in the estimated jackpot.
It really is. And just $125,000 in this estimated pool. Beautiful day. We've got the coast to coast in play. We'll just touch on it quickly, and we're going to reiterate this throughout the day and in the lightning round as well. But it's an all turf sequence today.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm going to double check my work on that, but I'm pretty positive. Yeah, it is an all turf sequence. 2 here from Gulfstream kicking off in races 8 and 9, and then 3 from our sister track at Santa Anita. It's a retail wager, no CAWs. Turf and Topeka.
Yeah,
sequence.
one Topeka
There
race.
we go, one Topeka race. Regardless, 15% low takeout, $1 minimum. These always pay incredible. I wish that I could figure out the Gulfstream races because I always seem to lose the Gulfstream ones and win the Santa Anita ones. I don't know what happens with that.
Wow, well, you are kind of sort of Miss
Santa Anita.
You're
Oh, yeah.
pretty sharp out there.
Thank
But I'll just reiterate again, yeah, it's a very player-friendly wager. Pete likes to call it Overlay City, and if you ever do the math on the parlay to what it pays, it certainly
He's
is
not
that.
wrong, yeah.
And then some, and it is player-friendly as well. We'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Let's get going in the early pick 5 here, though, in about 56 minutes. That'll be a big pool as well. I lost some scratch.
I
Lost
did
some
too,
picks today,
yeah.
which is kind of a bummer
Yeah.
to me. So this is a total rework, down from 45 to 20. Let's take a look at it here. 2 deep in the opener, lost the heavy favorite in there. 2 real heavy morning line favorites at least scratched out today. You can see the back-to-back singles, so at least we'll spread and try to get some fun going in race 4 with the 7 on top. Game Changer Jolie at 9-2, and then in race number 5, I have the 2 on top in there. That is One Time Willard, and that is my long shot today.
Oh,
and
he's my best bet.
oh my, he's your best bet.
Yeah.
Wow. did I miss him on the morning line?
I don't know. We'll figure it out when we
Nah,
get to
there's a
it.
bunch
I'm a
of-
bad person to ask about the morning line. Come
That
on.
is true. There's several scratches that are going to hurt that price regardless, but that's a bold one.
Yeah.
To be sure, because that is a really good turf race there, and posts get helped a little bit by the scratches. But let's get back into the opening leg at least. We are on the Topeka going a mile 70 here. These are 17.5 maiden claimers, 4-year-olds and up. We have I mentioned the heavy scratch here, and that is the 2. Triumphant Road at 6-5 is out and could have been a lot lower than that by post time. So I scratch into the 4. What about the 7 for you?
I always had the 7 on top just because I like the fact that this horse is going to get back to the Topeka,
Right.
I think. The 4th place finishes as of late. There's been 4 4th place finishes. Counted that one in my head. Look, he's just one of those horses that, one, he's drawn well today. I wanted to go against a horse like Triumphant Road who was going to be a favorite, but now it's kind of a moot point. So probably lose any type of value here. But to be quite honest, nobody in this race really screams runner.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You're 0 for 18. I'm 0 for 15 with the 4 smooth and easy, but maybe today will be the day. Comes out of very good races.
Yeah, that's true.
For those levels. I don't know. Irish Wish is who I tried to make, but he was so dreadful last time sprinting in a comeback, and I don't know what we get today, but boy, oh boy, somebody's going to break through today.
Somebody has to.
They have to. They literally have to win today. Somebody is going to win this race. And we'll figure it out in about 53 minutes. But there's a lot of horses that have tried not to win the race is our point, because the losses are adding up, to be sure. Early pick 4 goes in race number 2, and we're at a snappy 5 on the Topeka. These are $8,000 2 L's, fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. This is a clean field of 7. We'll take a look at Samantha's ticket now. We'll bring back that TT pick 3 tomorrow.
Yep, and wow, it is not easy tomorrow or Sunday, I'll tell you that. This race here, I am spreading race number 3. I have the 2 Air Combat on top. Race number 4, I've got the 3 Meet Me in the Air on top, and in race number 5, as I mentioned, that's my best bet. One Time Willard on a significant class drop here. This Jersey bred, he's the runner here, so we'll see what we can work out in the start of the late pick 5 as well. So I've got a lot riding on I've got a lot riding on this one-time Willard here for the early pick 4 and the late pick 5, Brian.
All right, let's get back into it here. Race number 2, 5 on the Tapeta. Samantha's going 4 deep.
Yeah.
I didn't see it like that, so I'm interested to see where you're going. You've got the 7 on top. That's on the outside with Vanishing Wish.
Big number last time out, but these Ruben Sierra horses, although not winning, they're running quite well. He has had a few wins. It's just tough during the championship meet, but he's done well. I love this outside post position. Yesterday, the speed was so good on the Tapeta. Sure. I felt, especially with these sprints. So just take note of that. If we didn't see a lot of closers just gobble up ground late.
Yeah, it's a very good point, and it's a good segue to my top pick, who doesn't have a lot of speed, down in the Bayou on a drop here, and a cutback as well. She's clearly the horse to beat.
Absolutely.
But you're right. She does not have a lot of speed.
No, and that's a big problem today. Very big problem today. So and that's what we tell you a lot with these Tapeta races. If you listen to us, just at all, we try to mention this, that sometimes horses on whatever, if you use the Ragozins, if you use the Thoroughgraphs, if you use Buyers, they might look like the clear-cut winners, but sometimes the dynamics of the Tapeta will put a horse where, you think is going to be down the road. It evens the playing field.
Without a doubt. I couldn't agree with that more. Paco Lopez is back today. He'll ride the 5, taking it all, and it's her to catch, I think.
It is, and that's very dangerous now, especially when you get Paco Lopez aboard. Very aggressive on the front end here, and this looks like a good spot for her to maybe just take it all the way.
Blinkers on Holy Coffee, the 6 could put her right up there too. So maybe my horse gets some hitting up front. Your horse is going to get first run, to be sure. Race number 3, 6 furlongs on a fast main track. It's a starter optional claimer for 4-year-olds and up. We've got a scratch of the 4 Payzone, who's a 7-5 morning line favorite, as well as the 6 Shea D World, and 2-1 to the hoop for both Samantha and I.
Yeah, I always had the 2 Air Combat on top.
I did not, actually.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. And we'll show a stat here for trainer Marty Drexler as well, and this is a barn that just is doing fantastic. Now, this is claiming to allowance level. Look at this. This is hard to do. But 22%, 58% in the money. Now, I will say this. I think that this is a statistic where it could be a bit deceiving just because of the fact Marty Drexler will claim these higher level horses here during the championship meet and then take them to Woodbine, and they fit in an allowance race there, but here they could just be claimers. So just some food for thought. Well,
we'll show you the race. I mean, he got back to the main track last time and was just a keg of dynamite off the far turn here. River Dog, somehow River Dog was 7-5. I still have no idea why. Air Combat was supposed to be favored in this spot, and you're going to see why, because he was just really, really good. They bet River Dog heavily, and he had absolutely nothing to offer when Air Combat came to him. The final score is going to be 3 lengths. It was back-to-back now dominant wins. This one was off the claim for Marty. Yeah, he was in for 35 that day. You will not see him for a tag anytime soon, because this is a horse now with conditions, and it fits in these upper-level kind of races. He could be a starter allowance horse for the rest of the meet. And that's what you're seeing right here. So the race went through him anyway, and now with the scratches, that's a big deal. Toto Fino, on his day, Toto Fino would win this race.
He could win this race running backwards on his good day. But you said it. I don't know either. What's the deal with him? He went to Delta Downs. That's an angle you go to, Delta Downs to South
I don't know what I'd be fascinated to ask Amador Sanchez what the pipeline is there, because he does that
quite often.
Yeah, he does it, and it's weird. Nobody bid on this horse for a quarter at Delta last time.
Yeah, which is very, very interesting. But they don't do a lot of claiming there, so maybe.
Okay.
$25,000. That's a lot.
Well, that is a lot. That's fair. That's a lot of money. But if you're at Fairgrounds and you want to grab this horse and bring him over to a bigger circuit for more money, it's there. He was good last time.
He was. This horse, he's either winning or he's not running at all. You look at the placing and show column. He's wins or not.
I never noticed that. He has 13 wins from 22 starts. in a third. That's pretty remarkable.
Isn't that? Yeah, that's it. It's like you're there or you're not. You'll find out where you are very quickly with him because he'll be there or he just calls it a day. Hey, maybe he's a smart horse.
Well, maybe. There you go. I want to show Blazing Bucaro because
you had him last time. Didn't you?
No, he was at Tampa last time.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the other Bucero. Never mind.
The Pink Silks are going on today for Gary Barber in Watchell. These guys are darn crafty.
Very.
They privately purchased this horse out of this race. At 17-1. I don't. I mean, he was good.
He was.
Don't get me wrong, but
this is
interesting.
Yeah,
right?
I found that it is too, especially a 4-year-old who was just making, or he was a 3-year-old at the time, but you watch a lot of Tampa races. He ran very well here.
Well, he ran very, very well. You don't want to be on the inside at Tampa.
No.
You can see the 4 in the quicksand down there. And they privately purchased this horse, and he's not on Tepita by Bucero. So
got a lot of options
sharp,
with him.
Sharp guys.
Yeah, they are.
That have done. Baby Yoda comes to mind. They are sharp guys. Watchell and Gary Barber. So just maybe food for thought.
Yeah.
And and he should be a decent little number even with the scratches. So 3 down. We'll come back. We'll do the Rainbow 125 and the estimated jackpot. Ron Nicoletti has got a ticket. Stay tuned.
And they're off.
New DRF All Access Past Performances. With one best-in-class product, you now get all 3 past performance formats. Easily switch between views. Access the most trusted information in horse racing with DRF All Access Past Performances. Go to DRF.com and use coupon code 1FREEPP for a free single card today.
Race number 4, and welcome back to Gulfstream today. Brian and Samantha with you. Race number 4 is going to kick off the Rainbow 6. We're already up to, after just 2 days of racing, 125 in the estimated jackpot. They put 91, I think, into it yesterday, so it's going to grow quickly. It's a solid sequence today. As I mentioned, Ronnie's got the ticket. He'll be out here for the opener. Let's take a look at it now.
Yeah, and a great sequence here. 48.60 is the play. You see in this 4th race and the 5th race, no really strong opinions. He doesn't have one-time Willard in race 5. That's interesting. Race 6, El Guti for Todd Pletcher and Irad Ortiz. That must be the best bet there. The single, race number 7, Founders Day. It's Only Words and Defended. I've got Defended on top. Race 8, the first leg of that coast-to-coast pick 5 on the Tepita. It is Tepita turf sequence. And in the finale here, what a competitive race. He's got Silent Heart, Dominican Pioneer, and Strong Quality for Mark Cassiamile on the grass. That is leg B of that coast-to-coast pick 5, Brian.
And that's as good as a stakes race in race number 9. Looking forward to that. You get Silent Heart tackling older horses for the first time after going off as favorite, and he's been in a slew of 3-year-old stakes races, so we'll see. I don't think it's a class drop for him today, but he looks good in there. Let's get back now to the opening leg, and we're on the Tepita at 5 furlongs here in race number 4, which is a $35,000 maiden claimer. The 3-year-old fillies will go at it. A scratch of the 2 La Cyber, as well as the 6 Tap It Smiles, and I like that. We've top picks nowhere for the other person. Meet Me in the Air. I'm glad. Well, we're going to show the replay.
Yeah.
This horse has to win this race, no?
I get it, and maybe, yes, but I know when you look at his form, there's maybe not a lot of excuses that you could give for him here because he is supposed to see this through, but for whatever reason, pardon me, she did not, and I felt like she just didn't get that extra kick here. And now we get the Lasix on. We get Luis Saez aboard. I like this move here from Ninel Cordero. Winless this championship meet. Horses have been running well. I feel like this is a horse that is going to set up well because she can pass horses. And that's hard to do as a 3-year-old.
Yeah. She's got a couple gears. I'll give her that. I didn't want to pick the 1, neither did you. So I went with the 7, Game Changer Jolie. Special weight dropper, homebred for Happy Altar. And Tyler's going to get aboard. We're going to add Lasix. She didn't do any real running on debut, and it was a minute ago. But I like the fact he's going to reach out for Tyler, and a couple of these works seem okay.
Yeah, they do. And this is a good kind of comeback spot. And like you said, the works are pretty good. It seems like they bet these Happy Altar horses quite a bit. I like the post position, that's for sure.
Post position is a big help to her. Pretty Liza on the inside on a switch and a drop. 2 D'Angelo with Irad. She's the one to beat, but you don't have to pick her.
No, you don't, and the rail's not ideal. She has shown some speed going 6 furlongs. Speed is a big question, but hey, this is Jose D'Angelo with these horses that he runs on the Tapeta. He'll usually ship them down here for a breeze, and he did do that, which is good on January 12th.
Yeah, good point, and looked like she handled it.
Right.
Looked like there was nothing more than just a leg stretching kind of thing because they go very fast on the Tapeta in the morning. You got Safi and Edgard and an Avil Racing horse, the 4 Our Winds Aren't Luck, making her debut. They paid $90. She's in for $35. I don't know.
Yeah, well, she was entered a few weeks ago too, wasn't she?
I believe so.
I think she was. So I don't know. Look, these are connections that they spot horses well, but again,
tote board race.
Check out the tote board.
Yep. All right, race number 5 is going to kick off the late pick 5. It's a good one on the turf. We'll go a mile on the firm turf, 4 and up, which have never won 3 or a race since July 31st. The tag here is a quarter. The rails are at 17 feet. Scratch the 4 Remerton, the 6 Grand David, the 10 Our Country, the big one is the 11 Jacon, and the 14 Lucky Curlin. The long shot, tap it 3 times, will get in and run. Paco Lopez is back today, and he will ride the 3, the Mar. Thankfully, Pete's upstairs as well to run through all that once again. And let's see here. Your late pick 5 is, I guess, going to start with a single.
It is, yeah. Right. $54 is the play. This is what I'm hinging on here. Race number 6. I do have the 1 on top, El Guti. Race number 7, I have the 8 on top. That is defended. I do scratch into the 8. Race number 8, I do have the 1 on top. That is Ask the Monarch. And in race number 9, my long shot is the number 2, Real Macho. $54 is the play.
All right.
Yep.
Well, here we go. This is my long shot. It's your best bet with 3 scratches. We'll probably, with 3 meaningful scratches, probably somewhere in the middle. I thought this was a real reach, to be honest, but I guess you're going to disagree. I mean, we both picked the horse.
Right.
But
why did you think he was going to be a real reach?
Because he's run 2 times fast in his life, and they were against New Jersey breds.
Fair enough, but they were good races, and the New Jersey bred turf course, Mama Turf course, really plays well for here. This is he's not been in for a tag like this since they claimed him from Pat McBurney, which was this time last year at Tampa. So a huge drop in class. Is it maybe a bit suspicious? Maybe. But these connections of Jorge Delgado, this is a barn that I don't mind with it. They've gotten out on this horse already for being a New Jersey bred. The race last time could have been a stakes race, honestly. That was way too tough. Moe's Ninja Star for Kevin Rice. Ninja Star didn't even come back and run here.
The winner probably ran a 76 buyer. So.
Well, that's fair, but it was a tough race, though. You just look at those horses. Moe's is a really nice horse for Pat McBurney that I'm familiar with in Jersey. It's stakes winner. Eyes on the King's a nice horse, too. So all of that aside, I think the drop is very significant here. We'll get Javier Castellano aboard, which I think will suit this horse well. And to me, I've always wanted to see this horse sprinting, but like a 6 furlong sprint, 6.5. And I talk about this a lot with the turf course. You can get away with the sprinter maybe, so we'll see what happens.
I think he's a reach. I hope we're not probably going to get the value we would like, but she's going to get it by singling, and that gives her a big edge. You have to think Clear Vision is live today. Off a layoff, they're going to reach for Irad, and this is another dropper too.
This was a really tough race that this horse was exiting at Tampa as well. Another one, just a big big run that day, and finished just a middling 5th place finish. He's 9 years old, though. That was in 2023.
Right. The one thing I do like, well, Irad is here. There's intent to me. He hasn't missed a beat in the morning at all. He's going every 6 or 7 days. I think that's a positive sign for obviously something went amiss. Let's talk about the one, and then we'll get to the replay. Cashier check. 0 for 4 on turf, 3 for 32 with 16 underneath finishes. That's why he's in 3rd.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And a horse that might have some speed with the rail draw with Louis Saez.
So here's the ever dangerous race. And this is a horse that can't get it done at 8 to 5 and couldn't get it done at 90 cents on the dollar in this race last time. I didn't pick him. Samantha didn't pick him. And you're going to see why we didn't pick him, because he runs second beating a nose, but watch the blanket that is on this race at the finish line. That just does not scream good race.
Nope.
And he's 4 to 5 on the tote board. He's 1 to 10 right now on the far turn with the scenario that's unfolding in front of him, and he still couldn't win.
He's just one that's always going to run second to me, Brian. Like, they even stretch him out to a mile and a 16th this time to maybe he's got a one of these runs where you think he'll get it, but he just gives you just enough to kind of like tease you, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
There was no H in the chart. Oh, there is an H. Yeah, that was this hang job of all hang jobs there. Yeah, Breakwater, big edge here with scratches.
Big time.
He gets way in. He's a huge threat now. Dylan Davis, Shug back on turf. The Tapeta clearly didn't work last time. Late pick 4 in race number 6. We'll go 6.5 on a fast main track. These are $50,000 maiden claimers. 3-year-olds go at it. Scratch the 4. Deputy Tremont, and this will be my best bet of the day to start this sequence. So as you're doing with what I think is going to be a little price in race 5, I'll do it in race 6. Let's take a look at this late pick 4 here now. I've got Mo Gordy as my best bet of the day. It's a compact sequence, and I'm going to try to punch this a few times. Motown Mika just looks way too tough for him in race 7, but I will add in. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm going to play extra tickets that are probably a $2 pick 4 because it's 5-1.
I like it.
Yeah, it's 5-1 to start. We can get a little spready in race 8 with the 5 Garuda, and it's either, I think it's the 3 or the 7 in race 9. You're going to have a very short. We're going to test the Brian Lynch theory today that they can't bet enough on Brian Lynch because there's absolutely no way Strong Quality is not favored in this race with Silent Heart, but there was no reason Silent Heart was favored last time against Cugino either, and he was. So we'll test that theory out today. We'll get to it in a second. What a fun finale we've got for you. But let's start it in race 6, Samantha. A lot of people are going to think this is a really competitive race. You're going to go down on the inside. It's Pletcher, it's Irad with El Goody.
Needed the race.
Okay.
I think they way overbet this horse, though. I felt like Griffin, good looking horse for DJ Sables. I wasn't a big fan of this horse, to be honest, when they cut the horse, and the horse ran very well on debut here and just ran by this horse like he was standing still. I think Griffin went to Oaklawn last weekend, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Blinkers go on here today. I'm not a big fan of the rail, but this horse, I think, has a back class, at least in a field like this.
Well, he should improve. I can see that. The rail is a little problem. As I mentioned, Mo Gordy, my best bet of the day. You want to talk about class drops.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting it today. The other thing I really like, well, twofold. Now, Burnham Square, people like him in the Holy Bull tomorrow. I do not. We'll get into that tomorrow, but people like him.
They do.
He's 5-1, I think, on the morning line in the Holy Bull, so we'll see about tomorrow. Not like Mo Gordy did any running.
No.
Patch Adams is the greatest horse in the world. He didn't do any running against him either, but that was a wildly fast race for the level, and I like the cutback, I like the post, and I like Lasix today.
Yep, I love the cutback today. I use him in my ticket.
Okay, yeah, you got him as well. And clearly the 6 Forever Now. We saw it yesterday with the C2 horse adding Lasix for Safi, blowing way up. You could do that today with Forever Now.
Yeah, absolutely. And the horse has speed.
And has speed, and that's why she's at least favorite on the line. They're going to bet her to be sure. Race number 7, late pick 3. That's $1. Don't forget that. Very player friendly as well. 6.5 on a fast main track. A starter optional claimer here for the 4-year-olds and up. Scratch the 6 classic ballot. Are you all the way to the outside?
I am.
Good. We'll show Defended and Its Only Words going at it last time.
Yep. Defended ran very well. This is a consistent mare.
Sure.
She really, really is. And this was a day that I felt like coming up off of a freshening up, you don't really know how these kind of lower level claimers are going to run, how well they're going to run. Especially, I was hesitant with her this day. I liked Its Only Words this day, but because of her win on the slop, it just was such an impressive win, and it was like, okay, do you really believe in that? I did not, but hey, she came back on a fast track and ran well. Its Only Words was just trying to get to her with each and every stride, and now you can make the argument for Its Only Words off the reclaim for Ron Spatz that you can for the half furlong. Was she going to go by the extra half? I don't think so, right?
She could go to Hollandale Beach and she wouldn't have gotten by.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
And she was 80 cents on the dollar
right.
that day too. So I agree with her being better than Its Only Words. Motown Mika to me just lays over this field. Good claim here by Rohan because she was good last time for Kent Sweezy. Look at her races on the main track at Churchill and at Keeneland. Those are way better fields than this.
Much better. And we'll take a look at a stat too for trainer Rohan Crichton that I found kind of interesting here. Tapeta to dirt first off the claim. Just 1 for 5. So but here's the thing, we don't run a lot of dirt races, so this is not going to be a big, but this is, look at in the money.
Yeah, the horse is
That's
on fire.
crazy.
She to me lays over this field. Like I said, I'm very strong with her. Don't sleep. The second choice, at least on the line, is the 7 Major Price. You don't have anywhere. She won this race 3 back with a good number. She's a big player.
Yeah, she is. I just don't know how much I trust her because she runs a big race and then I don't know. Maybe was it the competition? Maybe.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Yeah, we'll see. This is a huge drop. I know they're Florida breds. You get out of the shadow of Julie's Legacy and Adios Babe. It's big. It's a big deal.
I agree.
Late double in race 8. 5 on the Tapeta kicks off the coast to coast, as we've said, and we'll remind you 3-year-old fillies in what's a starter optional claimer. It's a clean 8-pack. You're out of the ordinary, at least out of the gang.
Yeah.
Like the one Ask the Monarch.
Well, I liked the win last time.
Yep.
It was just a fantastic win. Took the rail spot and just never looked back, just was sent there with Luca Panici in the irons. Now we'll get to the Tapeta. I like this filly for the Tapeta because she's one for me that I didn't really like her on the dirt because she just has that really light frame. She's light bodied. She's got the all white hooves, and those are just, I kind of stay away from horses with all 4 white feet. They usually have soft feet. Seriously?
Really?
Yeah. Not kidding there. Anyway.
Did not know that.
There you go. You learn something new every day.
How about that?
But now this could be a problem because you're at the rail, mercy of the rail draw again. There's a lot of speed in here.
Yep. There is a lot of speed. She's going to have to hustle. Dylan Davis getting aboard. Luca's riding the 7 Littletown Street. I mentioned the gang. It's Blonde Jack. It's Garuda. It's Light the Torch. Let's take a look at it last time.
All here.
They're all here. I'll go with Garuda today. She didn't break last time. Not that she wants to be that close early, but she doesn't want to be there early.
No.
I know the fractions on the Tapeta can vary by literally day by day. I'm sorry.
Race by race.
Race by race. Blonde Jack is 2-1 and just free rolling on the lead. They went 23. You can't go any slower than that, and she can't win.
I know. That was the winner, right angle. Look at the price on this horse. Now, could you argue maybe it was just the outside helped?
Yeah, but she's not in. Well, it helped the winner. It's not like Blonde Jack.
Is on the rail.
No, she's in the 7 path right now. Okay, so I didn't like this effort. I want to see Garuda break better today.
Yeah,
and Tyler
run.
put her in the race a little bit. I think she's in a good spot if she breaks today. And they're going to go, judging by what happened yesterday, they might shade 45 seconds in this race here. Fun one in the finale now. We're going to go a mile on the firm turf course. It's an optional claimer, 4-year-olds and up. The rails here are at 17 feet. We've got a scratch of the 6 Freedom Speaks. The filly is out, and the 8 Happy Is As Happy Does is not going to come across the state from Tampa, but the main contenders are here.
Yep.
And you're going to try to really blow this thing up with Real Macho.
Real Macho scratched out of the Fred Hooper to run in this race. I think this is interesting.
I think he scratched out of the Fred Hooper to not run in the Fred Hooper.
To not run. Okay, that's fine. But Rowan Crichton is very sharp with these surface switch moves. We've seen, who is it that
you
we'll
did
see?
this with the same horse last year. I can't remember
I
who.
know,
It's the
I
exact
did,
same
and
horse.
I tried him again and again. I'm so stubborn with this, but if there's somebody more stubborn than me, it's this guy right next to me. Who was that?
I don't know.
The name
It's
won't
the
come
same
to me.
horse.
Okay, fair enough. Well, old habits die hard. Look, on the figures, he's just stuck in neutral here. This horse is not really figuring it out. 2 turns on the dirt, 1 turn on the dirt. He's a nice horse, but now we're going to see him on the turf, a proper 2 turns with a long stretch on the grass here. I'm not saying that this horse is going to win the race, but I think usually if horses like something, their first try across the surface is they're going to give it to you, and they'll give it all to you. So today, maybe we'll get that from him. I talked to Rohan about this horse before the Fred Hooper, and he just was like, this is frustrating because we know he's a talented horse, but it's just like he came back after that last race. He did no running. He said he wasn't even blowing hard, and he's like, I don't know what to do with him because he trained so well. He seems to put himself in the right spots. He can't finish it.
The horse was disqualified in the Mucho Macho Man. I think that's who it was. We'll
have to look. Okay, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
All right, let's start with Silent Heart. I picked him. We'll show the replay. Yeah. He was supposed to win. He wasn't supposed to run second. What more do you want? You're just outside an 80-1 here.
Yeah.
You're putting him away. You're clear off the far turn. You're supposed to see this out, and he didn't. And he didn't even run second.
No.
But I'm coming back to him. Cugino, who's supposed to, I don't know why he was a favorite, but boy, he flew home.
He did. And Cugino's a nice horse. So let's give Silent Heart a little bit of credit. Maybe Silent Heart, this is just the level that he needs to be in from now on. And that was only his second 2-turn race, or in the new year, I should say. Yeah, like in the new cycle of his races. He has gone 2 turns before, but still, now we'll get Lasix back on.
With the Lasix. Yep. Don't think this is a class drop now. These are older horses, and the horse that everybody's looking up at, Strong Quality, is a fringe grade 1 horse.
Yes, but where have you been lately?
Yes.
That's the great question here. The works have been fine in the mornings. I like that they've been working him on the dirt too. I feel like you get more fitness on the dirt than you would be on the grass. And I think with one scratch, it was inside, helps.
It's not like I have a list, but this has got to be one of the most versatile horses in training. He's a stakes winner on the main track. He is a stakes winner on the turf. He's tangled with grade 1 horses on the turf.
Yep.
His race here on the turf, the one win, I don't see it in my page because I print 8 deep.
Yeah.
He just went to the front and just forgot to stop. Absolutely flew on the front end.
I prefer him on the dirt.
Okay.
I really do. But on this grass course.
On this course here?
Perfect for him.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. And he's unblemished on this grass course.
And quickly, what about Dominican Pioneer, who's now with D'Angelo, off a little freshening? Looks like he's working big, too.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I love this trainer switch here. And look, he's got speed as well.
Stick around for the finale.
It's
it
a
is
good one.
a good race, as you'll see, a good midweek race as we're going to run here. What a phenomenal finale. Stakes quality horses. Let's get to the lightning round before we send it over to Pete. We mentioned this yesterday, and we'll just come back to it again today. The new Gulfstream app is out there on all those platforms that you can download it on, and it's pretty cool.
It is. Yeah, it's really awesome. You can just check out what's going on, promotions, find out what's coming up on the schedule. For instance, like tomorrow's Tacos and Tequila for Holy Bull.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, so just a lot of cool things. You would know that when you check your app.
There you go.
How about that? So
Tacos and Tequila.
Yeah, fun stuff tomorrow.
Very interested in both of those things.
I know you are.
Fun stuff tomorrow is the Holy Bull Day.
Yes.
12 races, 5 stakes. The card is is awesome. No,
it is.
No hyperbole whatsoever. The card is awesome.
It really is. And if you haven't got tickets, more specifically for Tacos and Tequila, make sure to get involved in that. And look at these estimated pools here. This is new and early. Yeah, I don't disagree with this.
Oh, by the way, first post is noon.
Oh. Wow. Well, okay.
Very glad I saw that.
I am too. That's great.
First
wow.
post is noon tomorrow.
First post is.
Dennis knew that? Look at Dennis
wow.
looking at us
Okay. Wow. Well.
right.
All right. So first post is noon tomorrow. We've got 12 races on the card, and not to mention, and Ron will have this ticket tomorrow, and we'll mention it tomorrow to you. Race 3, we've got a mandatory pick 5, 50% takeout, like all of our pick 5s here. So race number 3 starts a early mid pick 5 here. I guess it'd be just a middle.
It's just a
pick
middle.
five. Middle
yeah,
pick 5.
We had 4 of them last week. This week it's a proper middle in race 3. Mandatory, all must go. That's pretty cool. Coast to coast today, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Yep.
And as we mentioned, what a great bet. And the fact that computer players are not in there, I think that's a lot of people are going to like that.
Yep, it makes it so much more fair. It's such a fun bet to get involved in. The Topeka race in race number 8, could be a stakes race in race number 9. From here, dig into those Santa Anita races 5, 6, and 7, and they've got another big day there tomorrow as well with ours.
Your best bet today?
It's One Time Willard for me, the Jersey boy, race 5. Yeah.
All right, not getting 8-1 anymore. That's for sure. I'm a race later with Mo Gordy at 9-2. How about a long shot today?
In the finale, Real Macho.
Oh yeah, big number there for Real Macho. I think I'm much lower than that. Where am I? Oh, yeah, well, that's out the window. Those scratches, too, are not going to help there.
No, not at all.
So we're both on One Time Willard, so 6-5, here we come. Pete's
I don't
upstairs.
think I move the needle that much.
Well, I don't. Pete's upstairs. He's got scratches and change. It's a fun 9-pack. Rainbow in race 4, 125. Ronnie coming out for the opener with me. Samantha be on the turf and bopping around all day. Happy to have you aboard.